Hello, Scorpio. I'm Ulrika. I'm a Lenormand card reader, and today we will do the spiritual philosophical card reading for your sign. As always, we will do 4 card readings for you, and these are based on the natural elements in your astrological chart, or for some of you, on your time of birth. These basic elements are air, earth, water, and fire. Now, the 4 objects that you always see on my table are directly connected to those elements. So you choose or you pick one that you think relates most to your personality, or you choose one you feel most comfortable with. This object of your choice, it should or it will relate the best to your current situation. However, if the object and the related video does not match your first choice, please check the other videos that are immediately connected in the same session. I'm sure one of the 4 will fit you. Anyway, the matches represent the fire element, the stone represents the earth element, the aerosol sprayer represents the air element, and the shell represents the water element. Also, I want to add, if you have questions, you can always post them in the comments below, and of course, as soon as I have time, I will answer you. So Scorpio, here we go for your spiritual philosophical card reading for the month of March. Hello Scorpio, and welcome to the shell or the water group for your philosophical spiritual card reading for the month of March. As your first card here, it's that it tells us to stop with certain things in our life. We all build up an ego in our life. This is our self-esteem. It gradually makes us or shapes us into who we are. There are several factors. There are parents, there are conditions in our life, education. It all shapes us, conditions in our life. It all shapes us in who we are. And here we see that our personality or our self-esteem or our ego, it's a little bit confused here. This is what we are seeing. It probably also we cause stress, or we are receiving some stress here. And it could mean here that we are led in the wrong direction. It's possible with this card here that you currently run the risk of overreacting in certain things in your life. And also this is the card of bad decisions. We should be careful here not to take bad decisions. It's possible that you feel threatened, defensive, even angry here. It's possible also that, you feel it's hard to please others. This is what we are seeing here. There could be some fear manifesting here, and we should put a hold to this everything here that makes us fear, that makes us defensive here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible with this card that we have maneuvered ourselves in certain conditions here, and that we are the cause of our own problems, but it's also possible that it's above us, that something brought us into a certain difficult situation. Mostly with this card, we are projecting our fears and we are defending ourselves. We also are reacting, overcompensating here. Anyway, here we should see that we should take a different direction. You see the shark here, and the penguins are waiting to jump in the water because this is not the right direction. Here we need to do the same thing here. We need to wait here. We need to act as we act here. It's like we try to control the situation, but we cannot. And maybe with this, in this time, we need to hand over control to higher forces. And if you have forced personal intentions, maybe you should take a hold. This is what we are seeing here. We should take a breath here and turn into our deeper mind. We should stop whatever it is what we are doing and looking inside ourselves. We should ask ourselves here, our mind, to calm down. And for a while, maybe do nothing at all if this is possible in our life. Maybe we should meditate, maybe we should take a walk here. And we cannot, sometimes we cannot force the door of life to open. This is what we are seeing here. We should take a step back and make the bigger picture. This is what we are seeing here. We should turn inwards ourselves here. It doesn't mean because we do nothing, we don't act, nothing is happening. Sometimes a lot is happening inside ourselves, and sometimes some time out can be an advancement, even if we are thinking or our ego is thinking that nothing is happening. Don't worry, because this temporary standstill that we are experiencing, or that you are experiencing now, will correct itself. If there is an imbalance and you think this will not be worked out, normally the universe has a way to correcting imbalances here, and we should be corrected, or this irregularity will be corrected later on. This is what we are seeing here. If you experience this as a delay, that is, don't worry, later on it will balance out. The next card that we are seeing here, maybe we have been confronted with certain conditions in our life. Maybe there's a kind of negativity around us here. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe some people are acting in certain ways here. We behave, or our attitudes here are not necessarily positive with this card. And this is the card of purification here. There might be some negativity around you. This could also be in a physical way. We need to be careful here not to attract certain situation. We should take enough vitamins here, take care of our bodies, 4 elements. This is what we are seeing here. We should see here that it might be a good time also for protecting our body. See that we do enough sports, go enough outside, breathe free. This is what we are seeing here. So we actually should detox with this card, and we should detox physically or of the negativity that is in our body. It's like it's cleansing time here. Maybe our light, our inner light, it's a little bit shaded here, and it's time here to let ourselves shine again. And if we purify whatever purifies you here, you should do it. You should apply some purification. You check out on the internet what can purify your body. If you are a smoker, this card also tells us you should stop smoking. It might be having a bad influence on you here. If we eat very unhealthy, greasy, fat, high sugared foods here, we should avoid this. Also, if you can go, we should go for whole wheat flours here. This is what we are seeing here. White flours also at this current moment, it could not be so the right thing for you to do. Also, we should avoid certain alcohols. But this is also only a temporary situation. It doesn't mean they want to turn you into some kind of person that cannot enjoy life. But this is a temporary situation that we are seeing here. This is just for the coming weeks or the coming days here, for purifying yourself here. It's like here our system is, there's put a lot of pressure on our system, on our health system, on our resistance here. And it's like we undergoing certain tests here. And these tests on our body, of our mind here, we should get rid of them here. Sometimes we can notice also that we interact or we react to others in a more toxic, assertive ways. We could sting a little bit. Sometimes Scorpion can sting here. And if we observe ourselves, it might be that you're more stingy towards other. Here sometimes also, if we are dating, we could act in a certain way. There's something here in the vibrations here and in our responses that might be a little bit off here. And this could be caused by the environment, by certain substances here. And it might stress you, and you might really feel sick, or you might feel a little bit under the weather. Anyway, in whatever point you look at it from here, your light is like covered here. It's like you're a little bit in the dark here. Some people also might feel tired. Sometimes also there's a lack of motivation. And in the next stage, there could be some people here in this group that feel depressed here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, we should cleanse ourselves here. We don't stay in a room that is full of nuclear waste. We should not do that. Anyway, we see here that there might be a physical toxic energy approaching you. Be very careful also if society put pressure on you for taking certain medications here. This is what this is about also, because sometimes if we take certain decisions in our life, they might not be the good things to do. So be careful, think wisely, be Scorpion, inform yourself about everything. If you cannot do it on the regular platforms that are available, also check other platforms that embrace certain liberties. Be wise here, inform yourself wisely if you do certain actions, especially to medications or things that might seem healthy, but not necessarily are. So be wise and double check everything before you take certain actions, especially if you are enforced, if this is enforced to us from higher forces. Anyway, this is a time here for detoxing ourselves here. There's something here in your life is about to hurt you or is hurting your mind here. And we should not make ourselves sick here. This is what we are seeing here. We need to find back our life energy here. Some discipline here. Also, this is the card of discipline. We should discipline ourselves here. This is a temporary situation, as I said here. If you need certain helps for cleansing your body, for eating more healthy, you can also ask around, people around you, inform yourself on the internet how to make your own body healthy. Here we see that we have reached a certain saturation points. It's like our body is full here, and we need to get really rid of certain pollutions in our body, and also add nothing that is not healthy for our body. It's very important here that we keep our body clean, keep our body healthy. Don't put anything in there that is not necessary. The next card is that we should treat ourselves to the best, but in a healthy way here. We should enjoy the good things in life here. But as I said here, we should do this with certain limitations. This is also the card about education, sophistication. We should inform ourselves more. If you are planning to do some studies or educations, this is a very good card for education, for learning here. You should go towards the best education here. Read and inform yourself. This is the card also from information. You will get with this card, if you investigate, Scorpio can be a very investigating sign here. And if you start to search, you will get a lot of creative knowledge here. And also listen to some friends here who can give you some health advice, or who are in some way connected to healthy lifestyles here. If you do so, you will see that you will advance. You will evolve here. You will get more laughter in your life. You should treat yourself here to the best of nature. And also we should get out. Don't lock yourself out. Go out here. There are nice things for you on this earth here. If you want to put more flowers in your house, or more vibration, make more light in your life, this is a very good card also to do. You could visit a lake, you can take a walk near the ocean. If you're living in the mountain area, just take a walk here. Eat healthy foods here, the best food, nutritious, and also prepared with a certain love here. This is what we are seeing here. Also, this is about making ourselves beautiful. If it's a long time, for instance, that you have been going out for with friends here we are asked also to wear our nice clothes. Get out your beautiful shoes again, dress yourself up, use some makeup. If you have a suit, use your suit again and go out here. If you have very nice underwear, you should get it back out of the closet here. All this is for making yourself, respecting your body here. You could wear your nice fabrics that are already for a long time in the drawer here. Also entertainment here. We should relax our soul here a little bit here. Don't do things that you find dull here. We should nourish our spirit here with creative works here. You can do this by listening to music, go to the theater, go to a museum, go to a botanical garden. This is what we are seeing here. There are many beautiful things around you, healthy things around you, and your mind and body, it can benefit from us. But for all times here, we see all together here, we should keep our body very healthy. It's very important here to do so. Also, don't wait to make your body healthy. Don't wait to others tells you that you don't look good. It's time here to treat yourself for the best. So Scorpio, this is all for the shell or the water group. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this short philosophical spiritual card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. If this card reading don't fit you at all, please check the other three that are immediately connected here. I'm sure one of the four will fit you. If you have interest in more earthly card readings, we do also more business card readings with classic Lenormand card readings, and you can find those also on my channel. And then we have the financial card readings, and the three you can weave to a whole will give you a better picture, and a bigger picture for the month to come. Anyway, Scorpio, thank you for your time. Thank you for subscribing, and see you next time. Bye-bye for now. Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to the Air Group for your spiritual philosophical card reading. As the first card here, maybe we are hiding ourselves a little bit here, and here we are asked to come back in the light. We should shine more here. If it's possible, we all have an self-esteem and ego, a personality. This is something that we develop. Starts on childhood. We have our parents, we have the things that we encounter in our life, our education, all this shapes us into our ego or what we are here. And here we see that maybe it's possible that your ego, it don't allow you to be who you really are. Maybe with this card, it's advisable here to release some mental and emotional filters here that have placed it upon your point of view. We all wear glasses, all of us, and we look at things in a certain situation through the point of view of our ego. And here this card tells us no matter what happened yesterday, 3 weeks ago, 1 year ago, today is a new start here. So we should brighten up our day here, and we should be like the sunrise here above the sea here. So don't let your ego stifle your inner light. Scorpio is a very strong side. They have a very bright inner light here. So forget certain experience here or experiences you had yesterday or a long time ago here. And it's time here, this card tells us, to shine brightly in the world. Here we should honor our deeper spirit here. It will not only lift yourself up, but you will see also that you come in more beautiful situations. So also we are asked here, get out of your training suit, wear your best suit, wear your best clothes, go out here, style your hair, polish your shoes, wear your best clothes, your nice dresses, get out your suit here. This is what we are seeing here. And you will see it will make you feel more happy. You will smile more here. Refuse here to let certain fogs out of the past invade here on your present condition. Despite what happened in our past here, we are free. We can separate ourselves. As I said, Scorpio is very strong. They have a very strong inner force, and you should apply this here. You should find your deeper strength here. You should set yourself free here for what happened before. So we should allow ourselves here to be free and make ourselves, dress ourselves up and go out here. You have a deep inner strength here. You see the woman here, she's opening the curtains, and it's time here to get out of the bed, open the curtains and go out here as you did before. The next card here that we are seeing here, it's also a card about closing off. So these are cards of closing off here. So it means here we should open our hearts more to others here. Maybe you have closed off yourself. Maybe you had bad experiences in the past here. This could be bad experience in love, in relationships here. And it's time here to get the taste of love back here. And this could be in a physical way, but also in a spiritual way here. We should connect back also to the love of others, to the heart of others here, and we should open our heart here. Here we see we should expect to be loved again as a positive thing, because in general this is a positive card, but you should apply here and open your heart. The period that you have closed off yourself might be over if this card appears here. And here we see here that our inner selves, it has a need for a certain love, a certain connections here. And it's not possible if you're not willing to open up yourself. If you have closed off yourself in a stubborn, strong way, and you are not willing to go out, also things that are actually positive things that should come to you now at this moment are unable to come to you. There's something ready here for you with this card. Sometimes also this is the card of pain. It means that we are in pain because maybe we exactly closed us off. There were disappointments before probably in our life here, and we try to protect ourselves. Scorpio has a very hard panzer. They are protecting themselves. They are not letting see easy in their soul. This is what we are seeing here, but it also can be an inner source of pain. This is what we are seeing here. And we probably have a strong ego here, and this card wants to remind you that your ego or your personality, it cannot really protect you from higher things, even though you try to. But also it tells us we are disconnected from certain inner wisdoms, inner sources. This is what we are seeing here. And if you are willing, this is also a card of will, if you are willing to open your heart again here, you can receive again. This could be material things, love things here. Your dearest wishes here are upon you, but you should take the risk here for opening your heart. This is also the card that somebody is ready to come into your life, or that is some love is about entering your life. So open your heart and believe here, open the curtains, as we saw earlier. The next card here, even though we know that Scorpio has very deep inner views in the human soul here, we could see that we are in a very difficult situation. Sometimes this card, it means that we are struggling with certain problems. We refuse sometimes also to ask for support. And it's like we're building something up in ourselves. And here with this card, it asks us to ask advice of others. Sometimes this means asking, we go to an expert. This could be that you go to a person who can help you, a social worker. Some people will go to a psychologist. This is what we are seeing here. It doesn't mean that you are crazy or something, but sometimes we need help. We need help here for viewing our situation in a different way. If you have, for instance, a friend you have a deep trust in, and he has very good perspectives, he knows you well, you should also consider for going to this friend if it's a long time you didn't communicate. If you think that you are that this friend is not enough and you have deeper problems, you should take it to the next level here. Anyway, if our back hurts, we go to a doctor. We don't stick around with the pain here. If our car breaks down, we need to call a tow truck and let our cars repair. So this is like changing of destination we need to do here. We need to see that our spirit is free again. And for freeing our spirit here, for finding love back, it might be necessary that you need some help, some support. Also, don't be proud. Don't be hesitant here for helping for help. You will see if you take this step, it will make your life easier. This is what we are seeing here. And it will also allow you to others to come more easy in your life. It's possible. As I said here, Scorpio has a very psychological sign. They have very good views into others and also in themselves. But this could mean that you yourself have reached your own limits of expertise, and we need to ask others for help. So seek advice of a close friend, an expert if you can hear, somebody who can offer you information that you don't have access to or you don't have. This could be, as I said, a counselor, a teacher, a guide, sometimes somebody who close to you, a close friend here. For some also it could be their partner, but not necessarily. Anyway, don't allow the male side of yourself here. We should apply here to our female side. We all have a male and a female side, no matter what gender, but don't allow your proud male side here to avoid you from more suffering this time. So with a little bit of help, you are able here to sail gracefully on probably not an easy time that you are having here. Anyway, we see also when the student is ready, the teacher appears. But of course, we need to be able, or we need to be willing to let the teacher in. So Scorpio, this is all for the air group. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this short philosophical card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. If this card reading don't fit you at all, please check the other 3 that are immediately connected here. I'm sure one of the 4 will fit you. If you have interest in more earthly card readings, we do also work business card readings. You can find those also on my channel. And of course, we have the financial philosophical card readings. If you put the 3 together, you get like a whole overview for the month to come. Anyway, Scorpio, thank you for your time. Thank you for subscribing, and see you next time. Bye bye for now. Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to the Stone Group for your philosophical spiritual card reading for the month March. As your first card here we should see the light again here. Sometimes also this is the card that could mean self-pity. Here we all have an ego. This is our self-esteem. It's something that we build up from we were a child, experience that we have in our life, our education, our environment, our parents. All this has shaped us into our ego or our personality, who we are. And sometimes here, with this card here, we could see ourselves that we are much better than others, or we are much worse than others. Here it has two sides, this card. It creates a false sense of separation and isolation here. Here, this card tells us it's possible that we are withdrawing ourselves from the flow of life. And here we see here that maybe we pity ourselves for these conditions that in our life here, but here we see that we should not do so. It's possible that we are separated from our deeper selves here, and this could be a negative influence that is around you here. Sometimes this card is connected, as the Indians call it, the evil eye. It doesn't mean it's necessarily unsolvable here, but we could be in an area of our life that we suffer from certain things. It's possible that you feel yourself worse off than other people, or that you feel better off of those around you. So you should see exactly, position yourself here, how you feel yourself. If you feel incompetent, this card tells us not to do so. If you feel superior over us, we should wisely reflect over that. Is there some jealousy in your life, or you are indifferent to certain people? This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also this is the card of anger, insecurity. We could feel all these things inside of us here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible that we created a false self-image about ourselves here. And it's like we are deviating, or we are distracted for ourselves for the right path to go. And it's like we have no inner peace here. And because we can find no inner peace, it's like we are disconnecting from the source of life, or literally the certain sources here. Here we see, if we feel inferior, it means that you don't accept your own strengths. And Scorpio has a lot of strength. It's a very strong sign here. And if you don't accept your strengths, you behave inappropriately. Here we are asked to find your strength back. On the other way, if you feel superior here, it means that you are dishonoring towards divinity and others. In any case, this is the card of pain. Every person in your life, it sometimes gives us a mirror of ourselves. And here we see here that probably you don't value certain qualities and beauties that are in your life. This is then if you see yourself in the negative side. If you feel superior here, it could mean that you deprive yourself of certain gifts that should normally come in your life, and also gifts you are able to give to others. It doesn't mean necessarily physical gifts, but certain gifts that are inside yourself. So here, to get rid of this evil eye here, look of the common elements, do some investigation in your life, look around you, self-reflect here, and see how exactly that you feel isolated and why. This is what we are seeing here. Here, this card tells us we all have challenges and we have weaknesses here, but we also have a deeper side of ourselves, and we should go in ourselves here and free ourselves from certain conditions in our life and this evil eye, if this is upon you. So you should also, certain points of view in your life, we all wear glasses. We see things in a certain way through our ego. And maybe some filters are avoiding you for going in the right direction. So you should think wisely about your current condition and how to make some changes. The next card tells us here that we should dare to be happy. If you overcome this, we come in the next stage here, then you will see that if you see things in a different way, you will find certain vibrations of joy in yourself here. You could feel that you want to break free of your isolation, of the ego prison here. This is what we are seeing here, and you can reconnect with yourself here. In the beginning, it might be a little bit difficult, especially if you lock yourself up for a long time here. And sometimes Scorpio is a little bit slow, and your challenge will be then you will find happiness in yourself, but then we should try to be openly happy. It's possible, if you act like that, that others around you don't appreciate the change in personality that you are displaying. And it's possible that they even discourage your joy. Anyway, here we see we need to be strong, and also our ego, the energy that we are feeling, our ego or our personality, it could intimidate us because we feel this joy, because it doesn't work at the same frequency here. It prefers maybe that you say here, you think to yourself, should I really be happy? Is this really the path that I need to go? Is this right? And it could make you doubt, but actually you should go into this happiness. This is what you should get out of the grip of your ego. This is what we are seeing here. Don't think this is a false or temporary joy that you are feeling, because this is something on the long run. But if you don't go into it in this happiness, you could lose it here. And here, it's not our ego alone that is the potential saboteurs. Also, sometimes we project this around us. And some people might try to steal this feeling of joy that you will be experiencing later on. And they might keep you away here. This could be in a jealous way. They make pre-assumptions. This is what we are seeing here. They could display some dissatisfaction because you act in a different positive way here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, if you experience this, we also see here that there are, excuse me, that we know the saying, or that misfortune loves company. So it means if you feel that you want to be more happy, we need to take some distance of certain people. Other people will be resistant to your changes. It's like they are observing you, and they try to understand why you are displaying certain joys in your life. And they are curious to see if you are experience this in a temporary way, even though you have certain trials, and they might not understand why you behave differently. So here we are asked to hold up our head high, our light high, and enjoy this moment that is happening you, or these moments here that are overcoming you. Also, this card tells us, be careful not to empathize and share misfortune of others. Don't establish connections with people that are unfortunate. Keep your distance here. But if you have people around you that are willing to accept your joy, you should share it also, and more will be coming back to you. But also, this is the card of being alone. It might be certain points, maybe some people are not available for sharing your joy, and there could be also some time that we are feeling alone. Anyway, we should not avoid rising to this happy frequency, and we should be willing to find happiness. Anyway, in the meantime, if you feel, you should enjoy this time here, because this means you come in alignment with yourself. The next card is that we are seeing here is that we should give more. What is this? Well, it's not necessarily that you need to give financially, but here we see here that we sometimes need to reach out. We need to do maybe more efforts to be happy, to get where we want here. Maybe we locked ourselves off, but there's a lot of possibilities here with these cards. And if things not easily, if people are putting things in your new path, don't feel discouraged here. Don't feel bad here. You need to pursue here your way to happiness. Here we are urged to do the right efforts to achieve certain dreams in our life. But maybe with this card, you are not willing to do so. And we are urged here to put more efforts in feeling happy. You might need to put more energy, patience, honesty, It's possible also that we need to educate or learn more in ourselves, or we need to accept more help from others. Probably even there's a next step here, but anyway, we should not be afraid here to do great efforts. You see the squirrel here, they're collecting village, they're collecting food here for the winter time, they're collecting knowledge. This is like, we need to collect more. This is what we are seeing here. Also, this card tells us, don't be afraid to put efforts in there, because it will lead you in the good way. Don't be dissuaded also. Remember that you are a Scorpion, and Scorpion never gives up. Here we need to apply hope in order to receive this determination to stay true to your true desires. We should be prepared here to do anything to nurture this purpose. And if you focus, you can. You should embrace this new condition with a good heart. This is what we are seeing here. If you want to achieve certain dreams, it's possible that you need to put more efforts in them. Maybe you didn't put sufficient efforts in it to get where you were. Maybe you felt a little bit under the weather, you didn't feel energy, but here now, this is the energetic card. So don't give up your desires and don't let yourself be frustrated. If you put more energy in it, you will get more out. So here, you should find your passion back. And this passions that you put in something around you, maybe this is a project, this could be a love project, whatever it is here. And if we put here energy into it, you will see you will get things back, and you will find also your true self back. So ignore your ego telling you to let go, to stay where you are, because this is the card of possibilities. We get out what we put in. So this is what we are seeing here. You are able here, this card tells us, to accomplishment anything that you dream of, as long as you put enough efforts in it. So this card tells us to go for it. So Scorpio, this is all for the Stone Group. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this short philosophical card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. If this card reading don't fit your role, please check the other three that are immediately connected here. I'm sure one of the four will fit you. If you are interested in more earthly card readings, you can also check the classic Lenormand card readings who are focused on work and business. And you can find these also on my channel. And of course, we do the financial philosophical card readings, the three you can weave to a whole, and you can get more for yourself for the month to come. You can get a better perspective. Anyway, Scorpio, I want to thank you for your time you spend on my channel. And thank you also for subscribing, and we see each other next time. Bye-bye for now, Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to the Fire Group for your spiritual philosophical card reading. As your first card here, we see that we need to connect with our soul family. This does not necessarily mean that you need to connect with your family. You're already connected with your family, I'm sure. But here, this means that we need to connect to like-minded people. These are probably close friends, close people who are close to you, who think in the same way as you. And if you have a conversation, you think, this person knows exactly what I'm meaning. This is what this card is about. So here, this is the card also that we should not try to do things alone. It's possible that our mind is a little bit isolated and we require some extra support and energy. And this card tells us that you should just need to open your mind and be ready for receiving. You should be able here or willing to bring yourself together with minds similar to yours. These are people probably that you have confidence in, that you know really well. These people in general love you deeply, and especially they appreciate the way your mind works. Anyway, if it's a long time you've seen these people, this card tells us to reunite with these people that are like-minded here. This could be a long phone call, a conversation. If you are able to meet them in person, share a meal with them, go for a walk in the park here, have a good conversation, and accept their support, affection, and their perspective, their point of view. Since you are like-minded, it will energize you, and you will think, oh, I didn't see it that way, but actually it is what I want. This is things that this card provides us from. You will see things more clearly in your life and in your current situations. It's like we need to hear another bell ring, but if we hear the bell ringing, there's something familiar about the sound. This is what we are seeing here. And also it tells us to stop thinking for these issues for a moment, take a step back, make the bigger perspective here. Scorpio, the higher evolution of Scorpio is the eagle. So the scorpion in itself is the lower version. It doesn't mean the animal is less lower, but I mean in a mental perspective. The higher perspective of scorpion is the eagle. So here we should take the bigger perspective. This is what we are seeing here. And it's time here to hear this other bell ring. So spend some time, this card tells us here, to connect with your soul family, and it will remind you, and you will see, yeah, this was very important for me before, and it still actually is. And you need this additional support here for the success that you want to achieve. The next card is actually very close related to it. It means it tells us that we should turn to others. It is the time to open our heart, reach out to others. So these cards are very close connected here. So double confirmation we have here. It's possible that we are holding a shield of defense. Scorpio can be very shielded. They have a panzer, we know this, and they are very hard sometimes to penetrate. It's possible here that we think here, the Scorpio can be very suspicious, and you could have the feeling that others are lurking and that you must protect yourself and withdraw in yourself, like literally hide under the rock as a Scorpion. But we should not here. We should connect here to what we saw earlier in the previous card here. There are actually, with this card, it tells us there are no enemies here. We should defend them. But sometimes we see enemies where they are not. This is what we are seeing here. But if you connect here to the beautiful souls here, it means here also that we are ready to be loved. So here, if you observe yourself, you see a camel on the street and you can see the reflection of yourself, or in the mirror, examine your body posture. Sometimes it means that we are literally holding our arms closely to our chest. We are really locking ourselves up. Sometimes also we are looking away from our body. We are looking away from others. If other people observe us, we are looking away from us here. This is what we are seeing here. It's like there is a certain unnecessary fear around us. This is what we are seeing here. And also sometimes we are not willing to become parts of other people's life. We are preventing others for becoming part of us. And we go to the Aquarius area, or we are already in it here. And your mind, your higher mind, it wants you to connect with like-minded people. And these people also are trying to connect ourselves. But of course, this is not possible if you are unwilling to reach out. So this card tells us we should turn towards others and offer them your hand. Don't be afraid here. You will not get stinged. You are the one holding the stinging power. So we see here also that mostly this also, it means that others need us. And Scorpio has the opposite of Scorpio is they have a very deep strength and they have a lot of healing powers. So you should find this back in yourself here. Be convinced that you can make a difference and you can reconnect with these people and they can reconnect with you. The next card that we are seeing here is that we need to say yes. We all have an ego, and it's possible that your ego is fearful here, and you are again here. We see again the commitment problem here. It holds you back, it hesitates, it does not dare to be vulnerable. Also, this is the card of vulnerability. We are scared that we need to off our armored suit. This is what we are seeing here. We are waiting with this card till we are absolutely sure that everything around us is safe before we take off and we disclose ourselves. With this card we see here, it confirms what the other card says here, that actually we are never safe of life. We are not. So it's just a reaction that we are having here. And here we are urged not to hesitate, because here a lot of nice things are about to come here to you. And it's possible if you don't open up, you miss important chances. As we say, you could miss the moment. Life goes on, it never stops, but it circulates. Life goes in circles, certain things come back, but it's possible that certain opportunities are upon you. And if you don't take the train, the train will leave the station and you're not on the train. This is what we are seeing here. We should step on the train and circle, take the road here. This is what we are seeing here. This is the card of opportunities, and it urges you to say yes and see the opportunities that are right in front of you. So take a risk, take your banter off and trust life here, what is in front of you. Take advantage of this moment. There's nice moments here in this reading, and it's time to achieve some results here. Run with the ball and choose life. You are asked here to go with the flow of life. So don't miss the train here. Don't hesitate, say yes, it's time to act now. So Scorpio, this is all for the fire group. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this short philosophical card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. If this card reading don't fit you at all, please check the other 3 card readings that are connected here. I'm sure one of the 4 will fit you. If you have interest in more earthly card readings, you can also check the Lenormand business work card readings. These are the classics that we are doing. Also, we do financial card readings, philosophical financial card readings, and the 3 card readings together you can weave to a whole for the month to come. Anyway, Scorpio, I want to thank you for your time you spend on my channel. And of course, thank you for subscribing. See you next time, Scorpio. Bye-bye for now.